Hi, this is Debbie.
And I'm Laura.
And this is our disclaimer for our wonderful new show, I Got the Hell Out. We tend to be a little bit out there. You might want to put earbuds in if there's small children or if you're at work. We tend to talk about some things that may or may not be socially acceptable, and the wording might just be a little bit out there.
And if you like the show, we would really appreciate if you could go to iTunes and subscribe, rate, and review, and hopefully give us 5 stars.
Now, why wouldn't they give us 5 stars?
I don't know, Debbie. Some people are assholes. That's why.
Yeah. If you think you suffer from depression, look around you. You just might be surrounded by assholes.
So if you could subscribe, rate, and review, that will help other people find us, and we would really appreciate that.
Yes, because our main goal here is to get the story out and in the end be able to help people get the hell out of whatever situation they're in.
Right, and the more people we can help, the better off it will be. So now we are going to go into our 3rd episode, which is going to be a listener question episode.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So most of these questions are from Facebook because that's usually where people, as of now, are communicating with us.
But we are on Twitter and Instagram, aren't we?
Yes. And we also have an email, which is igotthehellout@gmail.com. So any questions you have at all, please send them through the email and we will be more than happy to answer them. Some of them we will actually answer on another episode.
And don't forget, we always have the Kool-Aid contest going. Send us your Kool-Aid-based adult recipes. And what's our first question today?
Our first question comes from Carrie K. And she says, I'm curious to know about the cult attire. At what point did you have to start wearing it, and how did you feel about it?
Well, that's an interesting one because, everything changes in the cult throughout the entire time of being there. When we first showed up, you could wear modest clothing. You could wear shorts. You could wear a modest-looking tank top, nothing revealing. But over the years, it slowly changed to your tank top has to be an inch across. It has to be at least 2 inches. You can't wear a tank top. It has to be sleeveless.
Now, who would tell you that this clothing was inappropriate? Would they come up and tell you, right there and then, or would they do a general announcement? How did that work?
It was usually a general announcement. It would come through, we all went to different classes. And any time that there would be a change, there would be a women's class, a men's class. And it was almost always during the feast because everybody was there.
Okay, so they kind of saved up all of the information they needed to tell you and would give you one big announcement at the feast.
Yeah, they would announce that you can't wear... Yeah, after the announcement was made, if you were still wearing something, people would come up to you and go, didn't you hear the sermon? You can't wear that.
Okay, so you had to go home and change, basically, or did they give you a little bit of leeway?
No, there was really no leeway, and if somebody showed up who didn't... your first time there. Say you showed up for your first time there and had no idea that your shorts had to touch the top of your knee.
Okay.
They're modest shorts, but they're 2 or 3 inches above your knee.
Okay, so my cheeks aren't hanging out.
No.
Okay.
I mean, for us, you'd look at it and go, why is that immodest?
Okay.
But if you had nothing else to wear, a sister would come over and give you a pair of jogging pants or a skirt, or somebody would loan you clothing to wear.
Wow. Okay.
And that's if you showed up and you had nothing really appropriate to wear.
Okay.
The shorts, like I said, you could wear shorts as long as your ass wasn't hanging out like Daisy Dukes and stuff. And most people wore modest shorts. And then I said it went to your shorts have to come to the top of your kneecap.
Okay. Now, whenever they made these changes, what did you think, or did you just kind of blow it off? It's no big deal.
Everybody just kind of blows it off because it's what's a couple of inches? It's
oh
my God! What's a couple of inches?
Well, some people would tell you that a couple of inches does make a difference. But I digress.
Anyway.
Back to the clothing.
Yeah, looking back, wow. It's just okay. I have to add, inches to my shorts, and people would just add on lace or another piece of jeans, or because you really couldn't afford to go out and buy new
So
clothing.
it's just kind of make them decorative, add stuff to them.
If they weren't long enough, yes,
Okay.
people would put little ruffles on them or whatever. And
okay.
then it got to be where your shorts had to cover your kneecap. So you're just shy of pedal pushers.
So they're not really shorts anymore.
Not really. But then it came out again next year, whenever it was, that when you sat down, your shorts had to still cover your whole kneecap. So naturally, when you sit down, the material comes up.
Right.
So now you've got on shorts that are 3-4 inches past your knee.
When you're standing up.
Yes.
Okay.
So that when you sit down, they don't rise up
Got
and
you.
expose your kneecap.
Got you.
After that, they went to the pedal pushers. After the pedal pushers came the sermon that no one ever saw grandma's ankles or wrists.
Okay, so if they didn't see your ankles, did that mean no pants? Or did you have to wear socks that covered your ankles, or what?
Most women, see, they took pants away from us at one point.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, women ended up not being able to wear pants anymore. They had to wear long skirts that covered everything. And the reason for taking away the shorts was you're in the medical field. You know
Right.
how a defibrillator works to shock someone's heart when they've had a heart attack.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how pants come into play, but sure,
I'm getting
go
there.
ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So the body works. Is it called an electromagnetic?
Right, it's electrical.
Right,
yeah,
but your body
Right.
body works on this electromagnetic field
Okay.
type thing, right? Now,
Oh God,
most
I can't
pants
wait.
have a zipper in them, okay?
And that would interfere, right?
Well, it would interfere because of the way your body works. The zipper is most of the time metal, and it's telling your crotch that you have a penis.
Oh my fucking. Okay.
Now,
I really wish they could see my eye rolls, because my eye rolls are just nonstop.
yeah, it would tell your brain that you had a penis, and you would start to assert the authority of the head over you, your husband, which you're not allowed to do. And it also was the possibility of turning you into a lesbian.
Oh my God. What?
Yeah.
All from a zipper. On a
From
pair
a
of
zipper
pants.
on a pair of pants.
Okay.
This was the explanation
Wow.
we got. And
Okay. And what did you wait? When you got that explanation, what did you think?
I thought, oh my God, these fucking people are crazy. They know science. I've been wearing zippers my whole life, and trust me, I'm not gay. And if it's a bad idea from my husband, I'm going to tell you, dude, I don't want to do that. It's a bad idea, not just have to go along with it.
Oh my. So, okay. So now you're wearing skirts because
and
of
you
the whole zipper debacle.
Now, a bunch of us got together and was like, I don't want to wear damn skirts every fucking day. And we're living where it gets to be 100, 110 degrees, okay? Nobody
Okay.
wants to be wearing these long-ass skirts.
Now, what did you have to wear with the skirts? What kind of shirt? You said
You
now you couldn't see the wrists.
You had to have a button. It had to button at your wrists.
Okay, so you couldn't see the wrists.
And the elders' wives and things actually started sewing lace and things onto the edges of the shirts so that it would literally cover down to their knuckles.
And this is all where it's very hot.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay. So the
Well,
women.
wait a minute, we got to go back to the pants.
Oh, what about the pants and the zippers? Please tell me.
Well, a bunch of us were not happy about having to wear these screwed up, fucked up skirts.
Right.
And we're like, well, why can't we wear pants that have elastic around the waist?
Oh, good point. Like sweatpants.
Well, you can't wear sweatpants to services. And I mean, do you really want to wear sweatpants in 110 degrees, Laura?
Well, I'm just trying to make a point. They don't have a zipper, so.
But you still could have gotten cotton material
True.
or whatnot. And
almost like maternity pants that
right.
have. Okay.
And we were shot down because we're supposed to be an example to the women who were coming there. And if they saw us even wearing sweatpants or homemade pants with elastic, they might get very confused and think that they could wear
Zippers.
zippers in their pants. And we might go to hell because we caused a new member to usurp the authority over her husband, or we could have turned her into a lesbian.
And we don't want that.
No, though, if a man did have 2 wives at one point, they could all be in the same bed together.
Oh, because it would benefit the guy. And we already talked about how everything revolves around the man.
Yes. You are that man's property, and you had to do everything and anything he said. I had a friend who had to ask to go to the fucking bathroom. And for shits and giggles, sometimes he would just tell her no until she was in near tears.
Oh, you know what? That's when you pee on his feet.
She got in trouble.
Oh my God. Okay, you know what? We need to move on from that because that is just really pissing me the hell off. So before you left the cult, what was the most restrictive outfit you had to wear? Was it the skirt and the long sleeve shirt, or did something else come up?
For me, it was the long skirt and the long sleeve shirt. But I only wore those when I was going to services or it was during the feasts.
Okay. So let's move on to the next question. This is from Elaine C. And she asks, how is it possible to be so brainwashed by the cult, but still have a sense of knowing that you need to get out?
It's not necessarily even being brainwashed. My ex-husband was the one that drug us there and figured it couldn't be all that bad. The people were nice, and I stayed because of him. And
the whole time you were there, from what I'm understanding and what you tell me, you were just kind of like, this is a bunch of bullshit.
Pretty much, yeah. But you get new friends, you get different hobbies, you quit drinking. Well, not really, I didn't, but a lot of people did.
Well, I guess it sounds like it's almost like moving into a neighborhood. Like you have neighbors that you do things with.
Yes.
Okay.
Except you're doing churchy things, and you're instead of Monopoly, they had their own version of it, religious.
What, like Churchopoly?
Yeah, like Churchopoly. But you can't call them a church. Church is pagan.
Okay, so what would we call it? If it's not Churchopoly.
I don't remember what they called
Cultopoly.
it. I have to, well, no, they didn't call it that. They did not call it that.
Okay, so now what?
I was looking at what the original question was. Oh, the need to get out. I go off on tangents. I'm sorry.
Oh, really? Really?
The need to get out finally came when I found out that not only was my now ex-husband cheating on me 8 hours away where he worked, but he was planning on taking a second wife that was less than half his age. And
you just didn't you didn't dig that polygamy crap, right?
No, in my own head, I had always told him that I was okay with it. And I could have a new best friend, and
until it happened.
We have a built-in babysitter, but I always knew in the back of my head, motherfucker ever gets another wife, I'm gone. I am fucking gone, because he's never going to leave. And I literally would have probably committed suicide by now if I had been forced to stay there.
Wow. Okay. So, then you ready for the next question?
I don't know. Did I answer her question?
I guess you did. I think you did.
Okay.
If not, let's see. If not, Elaine C, let us know, and she'll answer the rest of the question. But I think you did.
Okay.
Okay. So this is from Danielle J, and she says, "What are some of the paradigms or mental shifts that you had to make when you got out?"
Oh, gosh, there's a ton of them. I've been out for 14 years, and I still struggle with a lot of the mental things. To this day, I can't wear a bathing suit.
Why is that?
I wish I fucking knew. About 7 or 8 years ago, I was camping with friends, and they had an 11-year-old daughter, and I planned ahead, shaved everything all up, because if you don't wear a bathing suit, it kind of gets a little messy down there. And I put on this bathing suit because, damn it, I was going to do it at least once, because they shouldn't be able to have that mind hold on me.
Right, and obviously you were not allowed to wear one in the cult. Obviously, right?
We had our own swimming pool, and yes, we did have swimming pool parties with my friends and stuff.
So even if you were wearing a long skirt and that button-down shirt, you were allowed to wear a
regular... In my own house.
Oh, okay.
At my own house.
So it wasn't like that old-fashioned bathing suit thing, was it?
No.
Okay.
No. No, but naked swimming at night is the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Now, did they know this?
No.
Okay. I was going to say I can't think that they would approve of naked swimming.
No, naked swimming with beer, but I digress. What was the question?
Different episode. No, she asked, what are some of the paradigms or mental shifts?
Oh, back to the bathing suit. Yes. The bathing suit.
And why could you not wear one?
Because they make you feel so self-conscious about your body and
okay.
And not showing yourself. But I put my bathing suit on, took a deep breath, grabbed my big girl panties, and I went to the pool, and I forced myself to stay there for an hour. And
did you just feel very self-conscious about yourself?
I tried not to, but I don't know how to explain it. It was in my head. Like, you have scrambled eggs in your head and the mixer's beating them all up and you want it to stop.
Okay.
And as soon as that 1 hour was over, I climbed out of the pool and ran and got dried and dressed and ain't put one on yet. So yeah, every day is a different kind of struggle. I can wear shorts now. It's a lot. We're going to have to do we are going to do an episode on pretty much each of these questions.
Okay.
So
okay.
We'll let you know when we're going to finish up on that one because it's endless. The mind control. My son, to this day, shakes the gallon of milk when he gets it out of the refrigerator.
Why is that?
Because we had our own cow, and I had to milk it. And with raw milk, the cream rises to the top. And you don't, when you're pouring your Fruit Loops in the morning, you don't want a whole bunch of cream coming out first.
So he's just in the habit of shaking the milk because
19 years later, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So these things can still affect you, but you're saying it's like 2 decades later.
They're ingrained into you. My one son will not say to this day the word happened. What happened?
Why? What was wrong
It's
with
a
that
forbidden word.
Why? Which I know we're going to have an episode on forbidden words, but why could he not say happened?
Because the word happened, happy, happening, it all refers to the god Hap.
Okay.
And
that's pagan?
Well, yeah. Everything's
pagan.
I mean, the days of the week are pagan. We did not use the days of the week.
What?
We used first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day.
Wow.
Sabbath.
Wow. What about the months? Because those are from some kind of gods.
Yeah, those are all named after gods also. We went by the moons.
What, like new moon, full moon, or what?
First moon, second moon, third moon. But there are 13 moons in a year, and I'd always get confused, so...
Okay, but you still used a regular, like, a 12-month calendar, but you went by moons, right?
When we were talking.
Okay.
When we were talking to somebody, you couldn't say, hey, do you want to meet on Monday? I would have to say to you, hey, do you want to meet on second day?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay, or you couldn't say, coming up in February.
No, it would always be next month or the second moon month.
Wow. Okay, well, you know what? That's a whole episode right
That's
there.
a whole episode
That
on
is
everything.
a whole episode.
But to this day, my son says, what occurred? What occurred?
Wow. Okay, you know what? That's, I think 2 different episodes.
Could be,
right
could
there.
be.
Okay, next question. Barbara S. says... How did you deal with doubts while staying in the cult?
Just plodded along, just like Dory. Keep swimming, keep swimming, keep swimming.
Just thinking maybe it'll change, or it'll get better, or just kind of went day to day, really not thinking about it?
After the first couple of years and all of the big changes, I just wanted us to leave as a family. And... it was harder some days than others because I really didn't believe. I was there for my ex. I never would have joined that crazy place. He actually fell off a 3-story building one time when he was at work. And if he would have landed a foot the other way, he'd have been like, impaled on the rebar, okay? And I would have made a lot of money and I could have happily walked away. But No, he fell off the building. We won a
And
lawsuit.
he lived?
Yeah, he lived, unfortunately.
He lived?
Yeah, he lived, unfortunately.
Oh, wait, you won a lawsuit?
Oh, we got a big-ass lawsuit.
Nice.
In a third tithe year, motherfucker.
Oh, and that's another episode about tithes.
Took 30% of what he was awarded. So to put this into...
Okay, wait. So because you won the lawsuit.
Yes.
And you got money from them, but then they took 30% back.
No, he won the lawsuit against the construction company he was working for.
Okay.
Something was improperly installed, which caused him to fall.
Oh, okay. So the lawsuit was from the construction company,
Yes.
not the cult.
No.
But they took 30% of...
They took 30% of what he was awarded. And that was, let's put it this way. If he won $100,000.
Okay.
They took $30,000. Now, that's before paying the attorneys, which take
Right.
the 33 1/3%.
Right.
So we got the smallest cut of a lawsuit that we won.
Wow. Okay. Which is a bunch of bullshit.
Very much so, because a really good friend of mine, I was passing through where she was living in a different state when I moved away from that horrible place. She couldn't help but break out some drinks for us and laughing and pulled out a photo album.
And that was not allowed?
No,
Or-
well, we're both out of the cult at this point.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
I had left and I had won the ability to leave that state. I was moving out of that fucked up state.
Okay.
And I have ex-cult member friends all over the United States. And it just so happened one of my better friends, I was passing through her state and she says, oh, stop by. We'll catch up.
Okay.
Well, she pulls out this photo album and she's showing me how the leader took her husband, and about 15 other people to Las Vegas and blew the 30 grand.
Whoa. Okay. So they went to gamble, which I'm assuming in the cult you were not allowed to gamble.
You're not supposed to go into places of ill repute either.
Okay. But that's just for the quote, the regular people. The elders can do whatever the hell they wanted.
Pretty much so, because who's going to be in Vegas to see what they're doing? I mean, the pictures, they were eating foods they shouldn't have been eating.
What, like ham sandwiches? And pork and bacon?
Cheese, all kinds of stuff. There's really nothing they could have been eating out.
Right.
And, you know, the scantily clad fire dancers surrounding them and the casino and...
No long skirts, no long sleeve shirts.
Nope. Everybody's in the jacuzzi and the swimming pool, and she told me it was the best vacation she ever had.
On your money.
On my money.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, were there any other doubts that you had while you were staying in the cult? Like, I guess any other things that you, or I guess were kind of wary about while you were still in there?
When they put up the 12 to 15 foot high fence with the barbed wire.
Now, how long after that did you leave?
Probably, I'm not sure. At least a year, if not two.
Okay. Now, since they put the wall up with the barbed wire, were you able to just walk out, or did you have to have some elaborate escape thing planned?
I had no idea what was going on, but they had the barbed wire at the top facing the wrong way. They said it was for keeping the wild animals out, so it should have been angled outwards.
But it was to keep you guys in.
I honestly think it was, unless the people were that stupid that they put it on backwards, but who knows?
Right.
I went out and bought 5 pairs of wire cutters.
Now, did you use those when you got out?
No,
or were you able to just leave?
we didn't live on that property. We had our own property.
So the fence was just around where they had the feasts. Is that right? Or
yeah,
around?
it was like
Okay.
50 acres. It was
Okay.
like a big 50-acre campground. But that's where we went to services every week too.
Okay, so you could leave since you were not surrounded by the wall, so you could just leave when you wanted.
Right, but I always figured if something was going to happen, like a Jim Jones,
Right.
it would be when all of the members were there.
Okay, and probably during one of the feasts.
That's what I'm
That's what
saying.
you're saying,
That's
okay.
when everybody is required to be there. So, yeah, I always thought if they were going to do something, it would be during the feast.
Okay. All right. Are you ready for the last question?
Sure.
And this is from Julia G. She says, what can someone do to bring down a cult that is doing more harm than good?
Unfortunately, there's not a lot that you can do. If you know somebody who's in a cult, the only advice I have for you is to continue to be there for that person.
And
that they know that they have an outlet. If they really need to escape, they have a friend.
just be there if they need to reach out.
Yes.
Okay.
And other than that, all the research you can do, you really can't do much about it. The one that I was in, they pay off the local authorities.
Right, so you can't even report them because...
No.
Because first of all, the local authorities probably don't even care, number one. But number two, they're most likely being paid off, so they're not going to do a damn thing.
I can't honestly... I have no proof that they are paid off.
Okay.
But in my mind, I have no doubt
Gotcha.
that they pay off everybody and anybody that they need to.
Okay.
And that's pretty sad. My ex-husband actually paid my divorce attorney an extra $2,000 to screw me over royal.
Okay, well that I think is a whole other episode about your divorce.
It probably
because
is.
that you can. I mean, I know you've told me about it. And
Money buys you everything.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it does.
Especially when I had a sleazy attorney.
Which we'll get into in that episode because he basically, he screwed you over.
You should have seen his face when I started reading through the actual document. And looking back, now I know why he was shifting around and looking nervous.
Because you might find something in there.
Oh, I couldn't move out of the county or the state that I was living in without my ex-husband's express written consent, or I would immediately lose all rights and custody of my children.
Now, why was that? Was it because your husband really cared about the kids, or just he was being an asshole?
He was being an asshole. He was very controlling. I was his property. I left. You can't do that to me. So the best he could do is write it into the divorce decree that I can't leave the county.
Okay, so basically, even though you left, he still had control over you. To some degree.
To an extent, yes.
Okay.
And that, to this day, that pisses me off. That he had a control to keep me there. But again, karma's a bitch. And he tried to sue me for something, and I got the ability to leave the state. Bit him in the ass.
Good.
So I'm no longer there. Yay me.
All right. Well, this is a good point to wrap up the episode. It's a little bit shorter than our normal ones are, but we're just going to call it a mini episode or something like that because we actually just got together today and we're like, hey, let's throw an episode together. So here we are.
Anyway, we've been working on the website, and we got that little bit more done. Anybody who has any experience with websites, hit us up. We can use all the help we can get.
Email us at igotthehellout@gmail.com, and you can also follow us on Twitter at wasinaCult. We're also on Facebook at I Got the Hell Out, and also on Instagram at I Got the Hell Out, but there's an underscore between each word. So follow us on there. We post a lot of pictures with each episode on things pertaining to the cults. Debbie has 3 huge boxes of stuff that she brought with her, so we're going to be posting a lot of pictures of actual cult
items.
Yes.
Culty.
All right, so until the next time, guys.
Just remember, if you need to get out, get help. And we hope you can get the hell out.
See you guys. See you guys. See you guys. See you guys.